Hey everyone, welcome to Infinite Realms. Today I'm going to review Grand Admiral Thrawn from the Black Series. I was not going to buy this figure, but I got to admit, Thrawn is one of my absolute favorite characters from outside of the normal original trilogy group. Uh, I mean, you have to say a lot for a guy who can view the artwork of a culture and understand their military tactics from that. That is so cool. It's just different and cool and awesome and really makes for an interesting character. I mean, I don't know how else to say. I remember reading the original Thrawn trilogy and how he used his interpretation of art to figure out the tactics of the group he was fighting, and I was just like, whoa, that's pretty damn amazing. And I don't see a whole lot of people. Now I do think Timothy Zahn nailed it. I don't think a whole lot of people afterward really nailed it with Thrawn, but they did an okay job. Good enough, as they say. Thrawn's pretty minimalist. He only has a gun with him. I mean, yeah, well, we can understand that. I guess. I mean, Thrawn. I mean, I don't think in the original stories he ever even used a gun at any point. Not to my recollection, anyway. He was killed by his own bodyguard, but that's beside the point. He had a bodyguard, so there's that. I would suppose though that the Empire would probably say, "Hey, you need to be able to carry a sidearm, dude. You're a Grand Admiral, by God." And also Thrawn was one of the few aliens that ever reached that height, and really especially good when you consider he was from outside the system. I mean, he's from the Uncharted areas, which is like, why did the Emperor let him get so high up in the rankings? He was a Grand Admiral. There were what? I think they said there were 9 or 10 Grand Admirals in the whole entire Imperial fleet, which Imperial fleet was huge. So, I mean, that's pretty damn impressive when you really think about it. And to be the only alien to ever reach that high, or even near that high of a rank, I mean, And of course, because they were implying that Palpatine was a little bit Hitlerish. Definitely, some of his policies towards non-humans were, well, they weren't in the Nazi vein, but they were not as fair as they were to the humans. You can see that in almost every Star Wars media. So that's not a stretch by the imagination at all. And I do think Thrawn is a good likeness. I mean, we've seen him a couple of different, artist renderings, and then we've seen him in a couple of different, animations. We have yet to see him in live action, although his name got dropped in The Mandalorian. So, maybe soon we'll get a live action Thrawn. Rumors are flying. We'll see. Just for some comparisons, put him beside a Luke and Han. I mean, your most basic figures, basically. I mean, that's it. And, he's about equal heights to Han, which I would expect all day long. So, what do I give him a rank? I mean, it's funny because, there's that old argument is that, oh, well, these high-ranking Imperials are boring. I mean, there's guys in uniform. And you're right about that, but gosh, Thrawn is exciting. Doesn't matter. He's got a uniform, but he's just damn exciting. I give him 4.5 stars. I just think he's a really good representation of Thrawn. And yeah, I kind of lied. I'm gonna kind of slide him into that display too. He's just gonna be off to the side a little bit, but he'll be there. Okay, that's gonna wrap it up for Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.